Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here today. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook. Today I'm here to bring you a brand new Jon Renau style, just released. This is Betty by Jon Renau in the color Shaded Pralines and Cream, and the color code is 14/26S10. Betty. Brand new from their NOUVEAU collection, which is also brand new. If you want to know more about this wig, stick around and I'll tell you all about her. This is a brand new style for 2022 that just launched here this spring, and it's really cute, so I can't wait to tell you all about it. But first I'd like to tell you that I am partnering with Name Brand Wigs on this review. They did send me Betty so I could review it for you guys. I'm really, really grateful for that partnership. If you've not checked out Name Brand Wigs yet, please do. It's just www.namebrandwigs.com. They're a great online retailer. They have great customer service. They have lots of education on their website. They are just wonderful to work with, wonderful to purchase from, and I'm thrilled to be partnering with them. So please check them out. I'll put a link in the description to this exact wig. All right, let's look at Betty from all sides, and I'm going to start telling you all about her. I was super happy about what came out of that box when I opened it up, because I'm not thrilled with the manufacturer pictures, actually. At least one of the models, because they've combed out these waves so much and they're so relaxed in that picture, and I really love the waves that this wig comes with. So I do have an out of the box that I will tack on to the end of this video. There really wasn't any bad box here to deal with, but these waves were a lot, kind of more curls, I should say, a lot more pronounced and a lot more separated. So I took a wide tooth comb and I just gently combed through to try to bring a little bit more cohesion to these, and so it didn't look like you literally had each separate spiral all over the head. So this one I do think needs just some gentle combing, but the waves are beautiful. Let's talk about the cap construction, because this is kind of unique. It's a basic cap wig. There are no cap features, no lace front, no monofilament, and this whole NOUVEAU collection is like that. All this new release is all also known as machine-made caps. So sometimes you'll hear people call it basic caps. Some people will call it machine-made. So just note that there are no cap features, which actually keeps the price point down just a little bit, which is kind of good. Right now wigs are getting super expensive, so nice to have some more reasonably priced options on this line. So what you get is you get some permatease right up here, and a little bit of permatease kind of all the way around. So while I wouldn't consider this a heavy permatease wig, there's not super heavy, it's not super poofy at all. There is absolutely some pillowy permatease all the way around the cap. I would essentially say this whole cap has permatease on it. An appropriate amount. I'm not feeling overwhelmed by it. I don't feel like there's too much poof. But if you really don't like permatease, this one's going to have permatease all over. What I do like is that they added enough permatease that these actually look a little full and springy on the sides, which I love. And my fear with a wig that doesn't have much permatease is curls like this will just fall and look super drab. But I don't think that's going to happen with this one, which I really appreciate. You can see just a little bit of visible permatease at the very crown. Very, very little. So a couple of things help that with this. The bangs help and the rooting helps. So if you were to get a non-rooted color, you might find that you're seeing just a little bit more of that crimpy fiber up there. Rooting really does help disguise that. I don't think it's excessive. I really don't think anybody's going to notice it, especially because it's way up here and nobody sees over that part of your head typically, but I definitely want to mention it. The bangs on this are 3.75 inches. Now, I actually have this pulled back. Sorry, everybody. My phone never rings, and then suddenly in the middle of a review it rings. I have it pulled back just a little bit because these bangs are just a little long for me. So when I have this wig seated where it should be, they kind of poke me in the eye. So I actually appreciate that because everybody has a different forehead measurement, and so if these were to fit me perfectly, it might be then that they'd be too short for someone else. So depending on your measurements, you might need to trim up these bangs just a little bit. And these are a fairly heavy bang, as you can see. They're not wispy. I mean, this whole front section is all bang, and it goes all the way back to here. So this is a kind of a heavy banged wig. Now, you can somewhat push the bangs to the side, but not very easily. They definitely want to hang like a bang. And so keep that in mind if you don't really like bangs. There's not going to be a whole lot you're going to be able to do with this one to make it so it doesn't have bangs. So you've got your basic cap. There's permatease up here. And then, you know, when I do this, I can kind of feel it springing back on me, which tells me there's a decent amount of permatease all around. You've got a lot of hair sewn in on the ear tabs, which gives really good coverage at the sides. You have an extended nape, and you've got Velcro adjusters. And this wig fits me just like typical John Renau. I think it runs very, very true to average. Let's check the stretch on this one. There's decent stretch as well, so I would say this runs really true to average. Little bit of extra cap up here, nothing excessive. And I'm getting such good coverage on the sides because all that hair sewn in on the ear tabs. Really good coverage. I can tuck. So if you wanted to tuck a little bit, and you're just going to have to play with how you want these bangs to lay. Do you want to put some product in them and get a little lift in them? You totally can. I think, I'm looking in a mirror over here, but I think if you mess them up and put some product in, this is a little bit reminiscent of 80s bangs, just a little bit. But you can definitely get some lift in there. There's enough volume that you can get some lift in the bang. And then you can tuck the sides, you can leave the sides down. And if you want to play with that permatease, you can get a little bit of volume. It's not heavy permatease though, and the hair density I would say it's actually fairly light density. So you're not getting a ton of volume out of this one, but you can get some. And if you want to put product in these curls and scrunch them up a little bit, look at that. I mean, I didn't even put product in it. Just think if you put a little water, a little product, and scrunch up the curls. I've got nothing in this one right now. The curls are really adorable. I just love the curls on this one. Yeah, great. So I'm going to probably do just a little bit. I think I should have brought a headband down with me. I think this one would look really cute with a headband. I might run into my bathroom and just tack on a quick couple minutes at the end with some styling. I think this one would look really great with headbands. I think it would look really cute in some updos. So if you want to see some styling, you can stick around till the end. But let's talk about the color right now. And I'll make sure there's timestamps in the description as well. So the color, shaded, pralines, and cream. Let's look at it up close. And I can tell you what's in it. So we've got light gold blonde and medium red gold blonde, shaded with lighter brown roots. So the rooting is a 10, and that's a light brown. So 12 is the lightest brown, a 10, obviously just a little bit darker than that. And the base of this is a 14, which is a dark blonde. And then you've got your gold and blonde highlights, which are actually kind of blended, and it's sort of like a strawberry color in there as well. So I see strawberry, I see some golden blonde, some darker blonde. The rooting is super subtle, not heavy rooting at all. And they've really diffused it by bringing some of these colors all the way up to the root. I've never seen this color before, and I think it's a beautiful color. I think this is kind of like a great sort of strawberry dark blonde is how I would describe it. I think it's definitely a blonde, but we're getting into like a light brown dark blonde. So I think some brunettes can definitely wear this color because it's not a super light blonde. And the highlights aren't super extreme either, so it doesn't feel like majorly salon. So my overall impression is really cute style. I'm struggling a little bit with the bangs personally because I'm just not a bang person, and so I would take some time to try to figure out how best to play up the curls and the bangs. I think it's a really fresh style though. I mean, you don't see a lot of styles like this at all, and I think if I put a headband on, I would love it. So that's what I want to try in the styling segment. So before we get outside, I just want to give you guys a warning. I do think this one looks just a little bit shiny. I don't usually have trouble with shine with wigs. I'm not real sensitive to shiny wigs, but this one, when I pulled it out of the box, I kind of sensed that it was a little bit shiny. So I think this would be a great candidate for some dry shampoo if this were the color you'd be looking at. Obviously, if you're looking at a different color, it's a whole different story. But this color, I think, is looking just a little bit shiny. So I'd probably want to put product in it or spray it with some dry shampoo just to tamp down on that shine a little bit. All right, guys, let's get outside so you can see this color outside. All right, everyone, we're outside. Very cloudy, but good look at this an outdoor light. And it's a little bit windy, so you'll be able to see how this one moves as well. It is really a beautiful color. I'm super glad that I was able to try it. This color wasn't on my radar even a little bit, but now, yeah, it is one I would wear. Just a nice light, bright, dark blonde with some warmth with the strawberry color in it. Very cute style. You can see some of those highlights running through. Make sure you can see that root. All right, everybody, I hope that helped you. Let's do some styling. All right, let's do some styling. You know, the more I look at this curl pattern, the more I just love it. I love this curl pattern so much. It's just adorable. And the layers, you've got all these layers. It's just so good. Okay, so headbands. This would be a wig that I think I'd probably wear a headband with a lot. It would just break up all of that bang area. So you can just throw any headband on you want. You can just stick it in and have all of the hair down like this. These are just adorable headbands. I'll make sure that they're linked. I have a bunch of styles like this. I have some that have little beads on them. And then I have these, which are some of my favorites. They look like bandanas. So, and we could even pull a little bit of this bang back if you feel like that bang is too heavy. And so let's just pull a little bit of this hair back and some of the bang as well. And you just keep playing with it. You know, how much hair do you want pulled down in the front? You can even tuck some of this if you can't get it all back in there. And then, you know, get a little fluff up here. And just so cute. What a cute style. Now, if you don't have headbands, but you have bandanas, another option would be to just make a headband out of a bandana. So you could just stick it on and then you take it around. I'm not going to tie it because there's so much hair here. But you take it around, you tie it in the back. How cute is that? Any kind of a bandana will work. That's super adorable. Another thing that I think this wig would be so great for are updos. I am a big fan
of updos with curly wigs. You could either do a ponytail, or one thing I like to do is I like to just do a little simple little kind of twist in the back. And then you take your claw clip and you clip it, and then you let some of the curls spill over. Let's see how that worked. Now you'd be pulling some of this down to make sure you hide the transition. I have an updo video where I show you how to do updos, and then you take a little razor comb and then you can cut in little wispies. So you can pull some of this down, just cut it just a little bit so it's little face framing wispies. And how cute is that? This is a perfect wig for a style like this. Absolutely perfect. And if you didn't want to use a claw clip, you could just use a pony and do a low pony. Let me grab a pony elastic here for you guys. That's why I like doing these in my bathroom. No, number one, because I have a mirror and I can see what I'm doing, but I can kind of style on the fly and I can grab whatever I need. But you can grab a little pony and then just put a little pony in. You could probably do it even just a little bit higher than this if you really wanted to pull down and do a little bit of trimming. You could cut just a little bit of wispies of down here, and then if you pulled it up a little higher, that would work. But how cute is that? And I just think wigs like this with bangs can look really cute. And then again, you don't have to make it so perfect. You can pull some out, cut some wispies in with a razor comb, which I show, and I'll link that video in the description. But then it just looks like casual. Just kind of mess it up a little bit. Pull some out, cut the wispies, and then ta-da! I mean, look at how cute. So this has so much potential, you guys. I really, really like this wig. I think it's adorable, and I recommend it. So if you can do bangs, or if you want to mess around with updos and styles and you just haven't quite found the wig yet to do that, maybe this is the one with these cute curls and with a basic cap. You're not paying for all those cap features. So something to consider. Thanks for watching, you guys, and thank you, Name Brand Wigs, so much for sending this one to me. I'm really, really liking it.
Hey everyone, this is the out of the box for Betty. Here she is. I've done nothing to her. This is, all I've done is taken her out of the box and taken the tag off. That is it. So let's see what we've got. Now, because this is a new style, she has not lived in her box very long. So the box hair should be fairly minimal. I would think she hasn't lived in the box very long. That's actually quite cute. How fun. Okay, so this is the type of curl pattern that needs some combing out because it's very stringy. You can see that. So sometimes I don't comb curls out. It really depends on the curl pattern. This would be one of those I think needs some gentle combing. And otherwise, this one actually looks really pretty cute out of the box. It's not, doesn't have bad box hair or anything. But because she does have permatease, we want to shake her out. So because she's a long style, I want to be careful about doing a lot of like back and forth shaking. So a long style like this, I want to create a lot of tangles. So a long style like this, I like to give it some tosses. And then I kind of just take my fingers in at the permatease on the top and just sort of wake up those fibers. I actually don't have a comb with me, but I might take a wide tooth comb. Normally I do these out of the boxes in my bathroom. So you see, got a little bit more lift there. So what I'll end up doing is I'll get in here with a comb and I'll just try to figure out how these bangs want to lay. And then I will gently comb through this really pretty curl pattern. Really gently. I don't want to relax it too much. And you'll have already seen what I wound up with. So I'm very pleased with this one. Great price point for having no frills on the cap. Okay guys, thanks for watching.